Welcome to Songs from the Source. We are your host band, Seven Seas of the Heart, and we are here in our home sweet home, hunkering down, happy place, the Boathouse Jazz Cafe. And momentarily, we would like to share with you an original song, but before we do that, we would like to introduce the band, Seven Seas of the Heart. We have love, joy, laughter, beauty, ease, play, freedom, and dogs. And I am the mustachioed embodiment of Seven Seas of the Heart, Mickey Mahan. This evening's song from the source was taken from a book entitled The Barbary Coast, written by a fellow named Herbert Gold, we believe is his name. It's been a while since we read it. He also wrote the book Gangs of New York, from which Martin Scorsese based his film of the same title. So we call our song Barbary Coast, the Barbary Coast. About as far westward as anyone could go, ho! They hollered, headed for San Francisco. The gold rush was reason enough to get away, as thousands of lost souls landed on the bay. All the rutted streets were paved with gold dust. Prayers weren't prayed or sung, they were cussed. The corpse was as counted as a nugget of gold, because life, like virtue, was bought and sold. Rain washed the blood out into the sea, and the streets were clean. It seemed so easy. Always at your fingertips, what you thought you wanted the most. That was the enduring allure of the Barbary Coast. They say that you took your life into your own hands, wandering this coast without surf or sand, where the sharks was always feeding and the tide was high, and justice was 2 arms and a leg for an eye. Pacific Street, Kearny, Montgomery, and Broadway, a devil's acre where fist and twat held sway. Dance hall saloons and houses of ill repute. Pockets picked and use your bunghole for a flute. Rain washed the blood out into the sea, and the streets were clean. It seemed so easy. Always at your fingertips, what you thought you wanted the most. That was the enduring allure of the Barbary Coast. The beer was cheap, the women was too, but you might have to tip with your last gold tooth. With a bulge in your pocket, you were asking for the affections of a hoodlum, a beggar, or a whore, strutting their stuff on the stage night and day. The galloping cow and Salome. Spook-toothed Sally with her ham-hock fist busted more than one jaw for a stolen kiss. Rain washed the blood out into the streets, out into the sea, and the streets were clean. It seemed so easy. Always at your fingertips, what you thought you wanted the most. That was the enduring allure of the Barbary Coast. Headbutt Murphy with his granite head, but a sailor in the gut, and he left him for dead. In his coat of arms, old back alley Al carried enough knives to skin and gut a whale. There was the Bella Union, the Mont, the Louisiana, the bucket of blood, the Bowhead, and the Montana. The Occidental, the cock of the Walk, and the Balboa. The Bowhead, the Opera Comic, and the Arizona. 1,001 dives where one could disappear. Stagger in the front door and stumble out the rear. Rain washed the blood out into the sea, and the streets were clean. It seemed so easy. Always at your fingertips, what you thought you wanted the most. That was the enduring allure of the Barbary Coast. The song in the air was like a siren's, arousing something in women and men, leading them down the path of no return, where gold melts, blood boils, and desire burns. With its wide open air, if anything goes, it was America's Paris in the throes of the fire and brimstone crowd, self-appointed mission to slay the Barbary Coast like a serpent coiled and hissing. Rain washed the blood out into the sea, and the streets were clean. It seemed so easy. Always at your fingertips, what you thought you wanted the most. That was the enduring allure of the Barbary Coast. Got ended here. We're out of time.